yes, we've all gone bananas. The GOP's MAGA bananas today, oh yeah, the GOP's MAGA bananas today, oh yeah, the GOP's MAGA bananas today.
Welcome, America, to what is normally called Dude's Process. And today we're missing a dude, but we're lucky enough to have as a special guest abroad. And so it'll be a dude and abroad talking
Not
with you.
from abroad, but, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
But abroad.
And since we are trying to be anonymous to avoid the Department of Homeland Security coming after us, we're just using first names. I'm Grady. This is Angel.
That's the police. No, sorry.
Right. And
Thank you for having me,
thank you for being here,
Grady.
Angel.
If that is your real name.
I won't admit to it, but we're going to have
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Right. We're going to have a nice discussion. Our topic has often been our alleged president, but that topic has gotten to be very tiring because he himself is such a tiring individual. But I'm sure there's still Trump stories we can talk about. And now that we've got more brain power here in the form of Angel, we might even...
Because of the smart water,
yeah,
really.
Yes.
The smart water.
Smart Water, we asked them to be a sponsor, but they continue to refuse until we act like we're smarter than we are.
Or get more viewers, so, you know, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
Right. Well, welcome, Angel.
Well, thank you.
And this is unrehearsed, so we don't have specific things to talk about, but I thought...
Fabulous.
I thought I might mention, you know Robert De Niro, the actor.
Yes.
And probably I was late in learning this.
The dude from Taxi Driver.
Yes, right, exactly. But he's not a big Trump fan, and I found him on one of the late night shows talking about
Which one?
What he thinks of. Well, I can't remember because I don't stay up that late. This was a part of a recording, but I remember Johnny Carson. That's the last one that I really remember.
I was curious if it was Stephen Colbert.
It was Colbert.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That man's got nothing to lose, so I'm
Yeah, right.
I'm looking forward to the year.
But anyway, they asked him what he thought of our president. And he says, well, I'll be candid. I'll have to take off my sunglasses, so I hope nobody recognizes me, and put on my glasses so I can read. But I will start off the conversation by discussing what Robert De Niro's opinions of Trump were, and I will list them because he said them in this way. A stupid punk, a malignant narcissist, a dog, a mutt, a national disaster, a walking, talking con, a clown, a bully, and a wannabe gangster. Would you like to add anything to that?
Actually, I think I'd like to comment.
Okay.
Oh, one of them. Let's do that first. What was the first one?
A stupid punk and a malignant narcissist.
No, the first one.
Gosh, I think stupid was the first one, wasn't it? Or mutt, or national disaster.
No.
Wannabe gangster, bully, clown,
No.
Walking, talking con artist, national disaster.
No.
That's all of them.
What?
Yeah.
You added somewhere. Let me see that. I don't believe you.
I'm sure there.
What?
I'm sure there are plenty other appropriate.
A bully. I can't even read that last one, but.
Yeah. Well, taco was what the press is willing to call him. Trump always chickens out, but
I would not do that if I were them.
you wouldn't?
No.
Okay.
Because he likes to double down. So if you call him a taco, then he's going to prove that he's not a taco, and then he's going to do things what he might have backed out of, may not back out of, and instead dig his heels in and say, nah, bitch.
That's probably true. But he does seem to be kind of like a bully if you press him hard enough, or if
a bully, yes.
If you make fun of him, sometimes he'll back off. But I think he's a joke, to tell you the truth. But it's
I think the only
dangerous.
time he backs off is when when his followers are not happy. Then he tends to back off.
And his followers are the MAGA folks.
Well, yeah, who else?
Yeah, that brings up the question that I ask in every one of these sessions. When was, what is the time that we want to make America great again from? What was again?
You know, that's a good question for Ronald Reagan, since he's the one that actually came up with that little
Is that
phrase.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to make America great again, and yeah, that's the phrase came from Reagan.
Yeah. Was that the time when we sent the Indians to the deserts in the West because the European settlers wanted their land in the East?
It's possible.
Or was that the time that black people were slaves?
Also possible.
Yeah. So it's just the again thing. I can't.
And what they did to the Mexicans.
Yes,
and,
yes,
you know,
right.
What they're currently doing to the Venezuelans, and I mean we can go on and on about all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, American history is full of a lot of blemishes. That's certainly.
That's right. You know, great is a relative thing too.
Yeah.
I think there were aspects of greatness during World War II when we finally got in and helped to defeat the Nazis and the Japanese. The Nazis were certainly not great. They were doing horrible things.
Except those horrible things they learned from us.
Well, they
Ask the Mexicans.
I'm talking about the Germans.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, the Germans lost World War I, and that's what they wanted to.
Oh well, yeah, they were
redeem
pretty
themselves.
pissy about that. They got shafted from the First World War.
But I don't think they learned to systematically kill 6 million Jews.
Oh yeah, no. You should go back into the books and go look at that, of where the Nazis learned their techniques of gassing and all of that stuff, and look what they did to the Mexican people.
What we did, as Americans.
Oh yeah.
I know that we took over a lot of Mexico's land.
No, we treated them very, very badly.
Yeah, but I don't think
we experimented with them, just like they experimented on black women and all that other stuff. We've done some pretty fucked up things. Welcome to America.
Yeah.
We are not as golden as you think we are. We are not as clean-handed as we are. And as much as we like to claim that we are Christians, that is just a facade. But the inside is pretty goddamn dirty. And that's almost any country on this planet has some pretty messed up shit.
I agree with that.
But I'm always. I hate the picture of this imagination that we tend to have of what America is and has always been. It's a mess, and it's always been a mess, just like everything else. But what we do have, and what is the best part about this country, is our ideology, and it's the what we call the American dream. That whole life, liberty, and that freedom to
Pursuit of happiness.
to just be, right?
Yeah,
Because
yes,
that's what every human being wants. And that is the best thing we have going for us. It's the thing that everybody went, ooh, what did they say? And started to look at us. And it's the thing that I think we continue to strive for. At least I like to believe that, regardless of whatever is going on at the moment, and whatever douchebag billionaire is sitting there, looking at all of us like we're a bunch of fucking peasants and shit. So, but the rest of us who live here, I think that's, I mean, that's what everybody wants. That's what we strive for. That's what we fight for, right? And so, you know, I think what makes it unusual now is that there's just a lot of noise, and it's kind of hard to turn off the noise because it can get very confusing, and it can also get very, it just couldn't just, it's just a big old Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't disagree with anything, but yet that doesn't answer my question.
Oh, yeah. What was your question again?
The question is, Make America Great Again. What time are they referring to when they say make
Well,
us
apparently
great again?
between 2016 and 2020, because then the next logo was Make America Great Again, again.
Right. But before 2016.
I guess it was when Reagan was around when he came up with the whole phrase.
Well, but
What was he thinking of?
No.
Probably the 40s and 50s or something like that.
Yeah,
You know.
that's basically my question. We've never been perfect, but we have been, relatively speaking, seeking some sort of democratic rule that had rights.
Well, we always tried to at least abide by the rules.
Right.
I think currently we have come to a position where there are no consequences for anything we do. And that's why we just keep going, right? So when Trump was president last time, you know, he was always pushing the envelope, seeing what he can get away with. And what did he get away with?
Everything. And now he
comes back in, and he already knows he can get. So to me, it felt like a dry run.
Yeah, I think
now the real shit starts to happen.
I think he was, if it could be said, intimidated by the job the first time around. Now he feels like he knows it.
Now he went to Saudi Arabia and saw that golden palace, and now he wants his own golden area. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah. That's right. And
awesome.
He went to France the first term and saw a military parade, and then he wanted a military parade. So he is acting as if he's already an authoritarian.
Well,
And democracy or any restraints on his executive powers are anathema to him, it seems to me.
well, he thinks like a businessman. He doesn't think like a politician who works for the people. So, right, he's always had businesses. That's been his whole thing, is selling this, selling that, building this, building that. He tells people what to do. He does not like to hear the word no. He's used to people having yes men all around him. So you vote that little turd in, and that's what you're going to get, because that person doesn't know how to serve. And working in government is about service. It's you serving the people. They're the ones that put you there so that you can serve them, not the other way around.
You made my point better than I could, because he's a public servant. The public is not there to serve him.
Mm-hmm. But he's not doing that.
And he's not doing that.
He doesn't know how to do that.
He's, well, to use Robert De Niro's words, he's a malignant narcissist, and he probably thinks that he should be president for life, kind of like his friend Putin is. So we've got a lot of things.
Not with his diet. That won't last long.
Right.
I've seen his ankles.
Oh, does his ankles cover? Wow.
That man's got a heart issue.
Yeah.
I don't know if his doctors had the balls to tell him yet, but yeah.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and lose him to natural causes. But I don't know if the vice president we have would be any better. Probably would be smarter. But anyway, we are trying to hold these discussions to 15 minutes.
So we're moving to the next topic?
So let's go to another topic.
Next topic.
There are a number of countries that will allow you to move to them without a visa, and it's very easy to get permanent residency. I know a number of people who are actually moving away from America because of who is in charge right
Cowards.
now. Right. And I say the same thing. I want to stay here. This is our home. But I want to replace the leadership we have.
Well, that's the beauty of this country. That's why we vote, right? Because when we don't like our government, we don't have to overthrow a government. We just
wait till the next
wait till the
election.
term comes in and then vote them out.
And so the hope is a year from this November,
There's hope.
we'll be
boy.
voting for our representatives and senators, or a third of the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
We could actually vote the Republicans out, because the Republicans are in lockstep behind Trump, because they're in a panic that if they ever lose the majorities they have in the House and Senate, they'll never get them back.
Well, I will tell you something, that the whole Epstein issue might be the thing that turns it around.
Right.
It's so insane to me that that this is the thing that has really pushed his base and has went, whoa.
Yeah. And
I'm glad, because at least we tend, I feel like people on our side, I don't want to put myself as we in that, because I don't feel this way, but there are definitely people on our side who think they have no morals. I mean, goddamn, Hillary Clinton called them deplorables, which was a horrible thing to say about anybody, and especially in that position. And the thing is that this, while I don't agree with all the stuff that they believe in and all this stuff, but at least there is a line of which they do not want to cross, and that's kind of nice to know there's a line there. At least we know here's where the limit is. Don't mess with children.
Yeah,
thank God.
That's right.
Thank God for small favors. But it's just going to be interesting to see what happens, in the next few months and stuff, and how things turn, and do they turn?
Or if they will, and I hope they do, because I suspect there are people that we know and respect are going to be on that list, as well as people that we do not respect. And I think whatever was going on there should be made public, and I think it's not going to be made.
It's only a matter of time before there's a leak somewhere.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it may be not soon, though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Drip, drip, drip.
It'll be interesting.
Eventually there's a bucket of water. We'll see when it spills.
I think we may be running out of time. But,
Already?
But I wanted to talk about...
We only got the second question.
The integrity of the statistics of unemployment and the economy. Trump didn't like the numbers that his own...
He fired.
Yeah.
He fired.
And so he fired the person head of accumulating the numbers. Now
Oh my God.
That person is a PhD, Dr. Erica Mackendorfer. She's the Commissioner of Labor Statistics, and she's been doing the job for years. And one thing that America is known for is the reliability of its economic statistics. You put your money in another country and you're not so sure, But what Trump is doing is saying, you come up with numbers that I like or you're going to be fired. So that is not good for the country.
Well, let's face something, which is an enigma in its own, is that a man who has so much money and can pander so much does not understand percentages because he's on there with the media talking about what our drugs are, our medications, they're gonna go down 1,000%. So apparently we're gonna get paid to take drugs,
that's right.
And I'm just like, wait, what? He's just like, the numbers just kept going higher and higher. And then when he hit 1,000, I was like, so we're gonna make money. I'm gonna make money off of taking my Adderall. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That will make America great again.
You can retire and just say, keep sending me the drugs and the check that goes with them.
Yeah, I don't even need the drugs if you send me the check with it.
Right. Right.
You want to pay me to buy?
Well,
I'm not really buying, so I'm gonna get the money, right? That's awesome.
I think we could.
Who needs to work? See, then there will be no unemployment because you don't need people employed because we're getting all of our money from the pharmacy every time we go there to get our drugs because, you know,
That's
1,000%.
right. That's right. Well, Trump has never told the truth about anything. So I guess that's the way we can leave it, that you can't rely on anything that he says, even, you know, as reasonable as it may sound. Mm-hmm. You should be paid for taking drugs. So anything you'd like to discuss as we wrap this up?
No, I think that's probably wraps up all of the dumbassery of the
dumbassery
of the nation.
I like that, and of the leaders of the nation right now. We would like to invite you back sometime. Would you be willing to come back?
Sure.
Good. We'll see you again
Absolutely.
soon. Yeah, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
Angel.
having me.
Okay. I'm Grady.
I'm Angel.
And
And
this
we're Dude Abroad.
yeah, we're doing it abroad. We'll see you next time.
Oh yeah, the
Ciao.
GOP's MAGA bananas today. Oh yeah, the GOP's MAGA bananas today.